It's April 9th, 2026. I'm Sophia Tupolev, and this is your TV10 daily recap on Israel's business community. We'll start with the quick takes. The Israeli state is processing over 28,000 property damage claims following Operation Roaring Lion. Ben Gurion Airport resumed normal operations today as the Ministry of Transport concluded an unprecedented wartime aviation operation. 600,000 people moved in and out of Israel safely during the fighting. And in energy, NewMed energy shares surged after signing a Brent-pegged agreement to export 100 BCM of natural gas from Cyprus to Egypt. And in telecom, Bezeq recorded a spike in household broadband usage alongside a severe escalation in cyber attacks targeting civilians. Let's take a closer look at macro and government. The Israel Tax Authority's Compensation Fund released its initial damage assessment from Operation Roaring Lion, reporting 28,237 property damage claims since February 28th. The bulk of the claims involves structural damage, 18,408, and 6,617 cases of vehicle damage. The economic hub of Tel Aviv absorbed the highest volume with over 5,000 claims, followed by Beersheba with 3,500 and Arad 2,300. To inject liquidity quickly, 81% of cases are already being processed, including over 4,000 claims via a fast-track route for damages under 30,000 shekels. The sheer density of property claims, particularly the heavy concentration in the high-value real estate market of Tel Aviv, will severely test the fiscal elasticity of the state's compensation fund. By pushing 81% of claims through expedited channels, the Treasury is effectively prioritizing rapid cash injections to prevent local consumer and SME insolvencies. However, this domestic fiscal outlay, combined with the exorbitant logistical costs of maintaining open airspace for Israeli citizens under fire, underscores the deep macroeconomic friction Israel is currently navigating. Foreign institutional investors must closely monitor sovereign debt yields over the coming quarters, as the Ministry of Finance may issue bonds to cover these direct, unbudgeted, kinetic costs. Israel's Ben Gurion Airport resumed normal operations today, marking the official end of the country's wartime aviation emergency status. During the fighting, there was a special op called Lion's Wings, ensuring that over 300,000 Israelis made it home safely, while another 310,000 people were able to leave, all through a combination of 700 dedicated flights and land crossings. The operation required the immediate evacuation of civilian fleets from Ben Gurion and Haifa airports within hours of the war's outbreak, followed by a heavily coordinated reopening of the airspace with international aviation authorities. And in energy, NewMed Energy, which trades under the ticker NWMD on the Tel Aviv Stock Exchange, jumped 7.5% following the announcement of a massive MOU to sell 100% of the extractable natural gas from the Aphrodite Reservoir in Cyprus to Egypt's national gas company. The 15-year take-or-pay agreement is pegged to Brent crude, and it covers approximately 100 BCM. NewMed has a 30% stake alongside supermajor partners Chevron with 35% and Shell with another 35%. They will form a JV to build a subsea pipeline to Egypt, and a final investment decision is slated within 12 months. This seems like a textbook geopolitical de-risking play that cements the Eastern Mediterranean's clout as a pivotal energy corridor. By routing Aphrodite's reserves directly to Egypt's existing LNG export terminals, rather than waiting on highly complex, capital-heavy European pipeline infrastructure, NewMed and its partners are monetizing a stranded asset with aggressive speed. For capital markets, the Brent-pegged pricing structure provides NewMed with a highly lucrative, inflation-resistant hedge against localized volatility. And finally, in telecom, Bezeq, which trades under the ticker BEZQ on the Tel Aviv Stock Exchange, reported a 30% spike in national internet usage since the onset of the conflict. That's a lot of kids watching cartoons at home, I'm guessing, with daily household consumption rising from 20 gigabytes to 25.6 gigabytes. Notably, landline usage also surged by 60%. The rapid transition to remote work and sheltering in place was accompanied by a massive surge in cyber warfare, which targeted civilian infrastructure. Bezeq's network defenses reported to have blocked 6 million daily phishing attempts and recorded a nearly 17% increase in direct attacks on home routers, which they were able to neutralize apparently 2 million intrusions per day. That sounds like a lot. That's our day. Hope to see a quiet weekend even a boring one, and a new era of prosperity in the Middle East with Israel at its center.